Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my video. So if you couldn't already tell by the title, I'm going to try something different for my May TBR. I'm going to use a random color wheel to pick my books. I think I'm going to do 6, maybe 7, we shall see, but I do not want this video to be super long. I have seen this floating around YouTube, so I do want to give it a try. Normally I use my TBR jar, which is over here in the corner if you guys can see it, but we're gonna do something different because the prompts the prompts have been they've been interesting. I know I could create my own prompts and replace those, but I wanted to use those as much as I could. I will bring back the TBR jar maybe for June and July, but for right now I do want to do the random color wheel, and we will go ahead and get started. If you guys watch my latest video, I do have like 8 new books, and then there are 3 books that are coming out that I need to add to the TBR, but for right now we're gonna go with what we have. There are 2 books on this shelf right here that I have not read, and then all of these books on this shelf where it says TBR Road, those books have not been read. And then I also have the new stack of books. They are sitting right here. I can choose from those. So we do have a healthy selection. I do also have some Kindle Unlimited picks that I can utilize, but we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna go based off the either the color of the spine or the main color of like the front page of the book, because you know sometimes the spine can be one color and then the main page of the book can be, not the main page, that front cover of the book can be a different color. So I have the color wheel here on my phone, so I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna click spin and we're gonna go from there. Ooh, okay. First color, blood orange. Ooh, I have one good book. Let me see if there's another, because I want to make sure I get all of my options together. Okay, so let me show you guys the options that I am choosing for blood orange, and tell me, I got all kind of things going on, okay? I am dyslexic and I am slightly colorblind, but tell me if these are hitting the color mark for you. I have 2 books here. The spines have that blood orange color going. Let me see if it'll focus. Yeah, no, maybe, whatever. Anyway, so I have No Ordinary Love, and then I have The Love Simulation. This I was actually supposed to read in April. This was already picked, so I don't know, because I really do want to read this because I do like Etta Easton's writing, and this is a short book and this is a new book, but I wanted to read this author's first book, When I Think of You, before I pick this one up. So what are we thinking, guys? Which one has more of that coloring on it if we're looking at the spine? I think I'm gonna do The Love Simulation because, like I said, I do want to read the first book before I read this one, but it is giving me all the vibes, okay, all of them. But I think I'm gonna go with The Love Simulation because I want to read this one. I want to get it off the TBR. So this is gonna be the blood orange color, and we're going from here on down, and then that spine portion, okay? Because I think the top part is like lavender pink, whatever. So we're gonna go with The Love Simulation. That is gonna be the first book pick, okay? So I'm gonna put this one down and then we're gonna spin for the next color. Oh goodness, what is that? Dark green. Ooh, do I have anything with dark green? I've got one possible. Let me see. Okay, let's go with the 3 books that I selected for that says dark green. If you guys can see it, the dark green prompt. So the first 2, honestly, all of these might be a stretch. We're gonna go with it though. So I've really wanted to read this book because I really enjoyed the Christmas fix, but that is Mr. Fixer-Upper. Hear me out. Dark green is in the trees, right? The trees are dark green, but again, I don't know if that's a stretch because majority of this cover is yellow, okay? The second option, again, another stretch, but the sign and like the greenery around it is dark green, and that's the Strawberry Patch Pancake House. Again, another stretch, but I don't really have a lot of books of green. And the only like green book that I have, and it's like a lighter green. I mean, this could be construed as dark green, depends on how it comes out in the camera, is Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. And this book is, chapters of this book can be found in One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns. So I was like, that's interesting because it's two different authors, right? So this is the only green. I don't know, we'll see. This was on a TBR at one point. So are we thinking Half a Soul, the Strawberry Patch Pancake House, or Mr. Fixer-Upper? I really want to do this one because it's the only one it's green. It's the only one that fits. It's green. So, and I know the first two books were already previously on, was it my April or February? I think these were both on my February or March. Girl, I don't even know. They've been on the TBR before, but I really need to clear them off because TBR is growing, okay? I'm gonna try for the third one not to pick one that was previously on a TBR, but these two books are the first two picks, Blood Orange and then Green, okay? I am so sorry for doing repeats, but I'm trying to be consistent and actually read these books and not have a 200 plus TBR. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and spin again. Ooh, please be an indigo. Ooh. Oh, actually, hold on. Hold on. That one might be a stretch. Let me see. Okay. So the color was indigo. I'm going to show it to you guys one more time. Indigo. Okay. So the books that I picked up for this, and there were a lot. So I got a nice thick list to choose from. The first book, I'm going to get it out of the way because it is a hardcover. A Love Song for Ricky Rao by Tia Williams. I love Tia Williams' writing. I know she has another book that is coming out this year, and I am super, super excited. This has a lot of colors in it, but there is indigo. And it's not a book that was already previously on the TBR. The next book, this one might be a stretch because I think it's like light blue purple-ish, but indigo is like those two colors, right? And that is The Love Lyric. Is this the first book in that series? I think, yeah, this is an interconnected standalone about the Green sisters. Nope. Yep, the Green sisters. And it is The Love Lyric, The Partner Plot, and The Neighbor Favor. And I cannot wait to read those books. So this could be a contender. I also have Between Friends and Lovers, and I've heard really, really good things about this. This could probably be a stretch because I think it's more blue on camera, but in person it's giving like indigo-ish vibes. And then also a book that I talked about, two books actually that were recently acquired by moi. Beth O'Leary's Swept Away. I don't know if this is a stretch either, but there is some indigo in this book. And then the last one is When I Think of You. This one is giving some indigo-ish vibes. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. This is more blue and this is more indigo. I don't know. But what are you guys thinking? We got like 5 books in this one, and there is one that I really do want to pick up and read for sure. This one I want to get out of the way because it is a hardcover, but I'm not really in the mood for this just yet. This one has some elements of magical realism, and even though that is my jam, I'm already reading a lot of fantasy books, so it's scratching that itch for me. So probably not this one. And all of these books, with the exception of Beth O'Leary's, has Black characters on it, and I freaking love that. So we are going to save Beth O'Leary's book for another time. I'm gonna put that one to the side because I want one with a Black love story, and these are giving Black love. So I'm thinking for the indigo book, we are going to do, I think I'm gonna do Between Lovers and Friends because I've heard really, really good things about this, and it's supposedly supposed to be a love triangle, which is giving messy, which is giving, yes, I need to read this. So I think I'm gonna do this one for the indigo book. Again, I know it's probably a stretch because on camera it's coming off blue, but I'm telling you, in person it looks indigo. But again, your girl's slightly colorblind, so we're gonna go with this though. We're gonna go with this. So this is the third pick, and we're gonna keep this moving because we still got 3 more books to pick. I'm gonna go ahead and spin. Come on, give me some. Yellow. Ooh, okay. So that brings one book back into play for me for sure. Okay, so we got two choices, okay? Actually, no, we don't have two choices. We actually have a third. Okay, I'm gonna hold up the books. We have Mr. Fixer-Upper by Lucy Score, and I really, really enjoy the Christmas fix, even though I read them slightly out of order. So maybe. We also have Abby Jimenez's Life's Too Short, which I read the first book in this interconnected standalone series, or I think it is a series. I don't think it's interconnected, but I read the first book in this, and y'all, broke my fucking heart. Broke my heart. And then the other book, which is kind of sort of a stretch because it's given like golden, not really yellow, The Hurricane Wars. And this is a fairly new pickup for me, but I'm trying to see. I already have some like fantasy-esque book, and I don't want to do too fantasy heavy. So I think the book that I'm going to go with is Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez, because I do want to finish this series, even though I know it's going to break me, okay? And my camera battery is about to die. BRB. I gotta pick these last two books really quickly. I already have 4. We picked our yellow book. We're gonna go ahead and spin again. Oh, sorry guys. We're gonna spin again. It's giving me some interest, like deep orange. Why does that keep coming up? Okay, so deep orange. What do I have? I only have one book, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull it because I know I said I wanted to read her other book first, but screw it. I don't think I need to. I'm just gonna do this one, and it is No Ordinary Love. This is a fairly new pickup for me, and I really, really am drawn to the title and the cover art, so I really want to read it. The author has another book that came before this one. It's this one, but for the sake of my TBR and getting some of these books down, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up No Ordinary Love. And then we have one more spin and we're gonna finish out this video, okay? I'm hoping it's a different kind of color, and I'm surprised because out of all the colors I have, it's not really landing on those. Okay, last spin. Light green. I don't think I have anything light green. I think I have one book. It's a stretch, but we're gonna go with it. Oh, this top shelf is a mess now. It is a stretch, but it has light green in it, okay? We're gonna read Ready or Not by Cara Bastone, because if I have to spin again and land on a different color, I'm going to be upset. But yes, this book I've actually heard some really good things about. It is pregnancy trope, which is not, I don't hate it, but it's not something I gravitate towards. Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young was phenomenal, so I am interested to see how this one holds up compared to that one. But yeah, Ready or Not is going to be our light green color pick, and that is going to be our May. Wow, I was gonna say April. May TBR. Let me hold up the books for you guys so we can see the selection. I think it's mostly, with the exception of one book, it's all like romance. I know Abby Jimenez's book is gonna break my heart, but these are all of our let me see if I can get into focus with the books. So these are all of our May TBR picks, and then usually I'll do like an audio book and throw it in there, but we're not going to do this for the sake of this video being extremely long. But yes, these are the books. You guys let me know what you're reading for the month of May, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.